Hey guys, so I've got an issue with my Harley Davidson Dyna street bob. My rear brake light is constantly on. So what I thought I'd do a quick video because I was looking online myself and trying to find a video to hopefully fix this. I didn't really find anything in particular, so hopefully this will help someone else. A couple of things. I'm new to all bike maintenance stuff. I've done bits and bobs over the years, but nothing too much, so I thought I'd start documenting some of it to hopefully help others and also learn it better myself. So a couple of things I'd definitely suggest you get is your bike specific manual. So this has everything to do with my particular bike, and then also all the wiring and stuff. So I really recommend this book. It's basically like the Haynes manual for motorbikes. So yeah, so I'll show you what I mean. So when I turn it on, you'll see this light. It's hard to see, but it's constantly on. It's not actually flickering, it's just a light. But yeah, these lights can just staying on. So a couple of troubleshooting things I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be applying some grease and rubber grease to like the front brake to make sure the button's not sticking on, see if that sorts it. If not, I'll then work my way down to the rear brake switch, see if that's the issue, and then from there then it goes back to the front brake, which a whole load more stress, which if I need to deal with that, I'll deal with it there. So let's try this greasing bit first and see if it works. So first things first, all you're going to need is either some Allen keys or anything with the Torx bit of 25 and 27, and we're going to loosen off the main bit here and then take this bit off here. Done it enough to free it up. Take that off carefully now, make sure I don't lose the screws. Then you need a 30mm piece to then loosen off the mirror, because it's all attached, so I can't actually get access to the brake lever until I've actually taken off the mirror and the indicator. So I've loosened that. So again, making sure not to drop any screws, loosen them. Keep them all together. Take that off. Now there's a washer here, so I want to be careful not to lose that. So a washer, take off the mirror. There's another washer there. As you can see, it's kind of oxidized there. I'm not taking the best care of this bike, and I've now regretted that. So I'm trying to take care of it now. So take care of your bikes. So here's the two washers. You can see here, there's a little tiny clip that holds in the brake lever. So now we need to remove that and hopefully not lose it when it pings away. So for this, I'm going to use a little flathead screwdriver. So I'm going to get underneath it and then move it. There you go. So I've got underneath it just there. I'm going to just gently pull it away so it doesn't ping. There we go. So there's the camera. So as you can see, it's a really small little thing. We don't want to be losing that. Now we just need to simply push that out and then take this out. So then we have the essentially, oh, Jesus, it's pretty seized up. So from what I've understood online, this is supposed to move in and out quite freely, and yeah, it's pretty stiff. So I'm going to clean it out first, and to clean it I'm going to use this stuff, GT85. So now little kind of pumping action, get it in there. So you're going to notice it starts to free up just a little bit. You can see those bubbles and going in. So it's really not moving freely yet. So get a little bit more. see those bubbles kind of showing that it's getting in. Okay, now give it a little wipe. I'm just giving the whole area a nice little wipe down. Get rid of any grease, gunk, old grease. So, got some of this red rubber grease. I'm going to use that, put it in here, because that's essentially the rubber housing, which needs to be running smooth, because obviously rubber onto metal, so that's going to create a lot of friction, especially as the grease wears down. So I think I just need some new grease. I'm hoping this works, and then the smoother that is, the easier that pushes the brake lever out and essentially turns the light off. That's the idea. Let's see. And now I'm going to spread that. So I'm going to use, where'd it go? Ah, in my pocket. Here we go. So I'm going to use that flat head. So I'm not going to push that too hard, but I'm going to use it just to spread it around throughout it. And then I'm going to start plunging again. There we go. So already you can see how far extra has come out by where the grease stops. And getting that grease in, using to push the extra grease back down. Being red grease, it's nice and easy to see if you've got it fully covered. Yeah, it's starting to move freer. Still not great, so I'm going to keep working it. Hear it as well, listen up. Bit of a squelching sound. I'm getting the grease into this area. I'm making sure that the rubber and the metal has a nice smooth passing. So then when I pull the lever and it pushes into here, it can easily come back out and push the lever all the way back out. Okay, so next up, putting things all back together. I'm going to be using some grease here, some anti-seize. So I'm going to get it on here. Give it a spread. Just extra grease. Don't know if this is the right stuff. Just picked it up in the shop. It's an anti-seize, and I'm like, yeah, grease is grease, right? Hopefully. This is what essentially it did. So by greasing that, means now when I pull this to brake, it shoots back better. So this is what I'm hoping, is that this then pushes out enough to then turn off the backlight. So let's see. I'm just going to give this a little wipe. This is essentially the little button that turns the light on and off. Now time to put it all back together. Okay, so now I'm just going to clean off, if you can see this. So that's just oxidized steel. So got a little brush, steel brush, just get rid of that stuff, then re-grease it, and hopefully keeps it nice and fresh. Down there. Oh, on the washer, probably a bit overkill, but hey ho. Before I put everything else back on, got to get that little clip back on here. Got that back on. nice and tight. Now I guess let's test. Fingers crossed. Awesome, so that's sorted that out. So if you guys are having a problem with your brake light and it's continuously on, give this one a try. I'm also going to be sorting out my rear brake switch. I'm going to do it in a separate video for you guys. So hopefully that helps. Do let me know in the comment section down below, and hopefully you'll be getting more of these videos and hopefully help you out with your Harley Davidson Dyna. Until the next one.